Hi, and welcome to another edition of Striker's Best Bet. Morning, Striker. How are you going?
Morning, good. World sports betting still on the go.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see you on Sunday night. As you well know, we're doing the card call on Sunday night with yourself, Alistair Cohen, Justin Snaith. They'll give us a bit of insight. Justin obviously will give us a bit of an insight into his runners on Met Day, on World Sports Betting Met Day. We're also doing a price boost, which basically says that if a horse is, I'm just using an example, don't take it as poison, but if a horse is 2-1 for 3 or 4 minutes, I can we'll lay 5-2, maybe 3-1. That horse for a couple of minutes. So that's something to look forward to. What's also great to look forward to is that you and I have got Sir Andrew Fortune with us at Kenilworth on Wednesday next week, where we're doing our podcast from the Kenilworth studios. So that's going to be great fun, I believe, and it'll be very insightful because, okay, you knowing the track as you know it, and Andrew, okay, riding on the day, I think it's going to be a great day. Our viewers should also know that World Sports Betting are running great specials leading into the Met. For example, we've got a 20% deposit match on all deposits up to 200,000 rand. So you can take them in stages. So in other words, if you deposit 10 grand now, we'll give you 2,000 rand in free bets, but up to 200,000 rand. We've also got, which was a great success last year, is the Met Predictor. It's free to play. All you got to do is go onto our website, is register, become a client of WSB's, and you've got to predict the first 6 past the post for the WSB Met. If you do that, you can win a share of up to 1 million rand. So these are all great specials that we're running right now. It's great. It's great fun, and WSB love giving back. So okay, all of this leading into the Met is for our clients.
Yeah, it looks like a win-win situation all around. I mean,
Absolutely.
having Snaith 6 runners in the Met out of 11. I mean, it'd be interesting to hear his thoughts. And the Fortune always very insightful. He tells it as it is, which is what we want. We don't want to hear people say what we want to hear. We want to hear the honest opinion, and that's what I've always stood for, and I appreciate that from straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, so I'm at Kenilworth right now. I've been here for the last 3 or 4 days getting ready for the Met. I can tell you that the vibe is absolutely amazing. Everybody's running around. They had gallops this morning. Okay, not only for the World Sports Betting Met runners, because that was optional. It's not like the Hollywood Bets at Durban, July, where it's a condition of the race where the runners have got to gallop. But they had about 40 horses galloping this morning. All those horses are running on World Sports Betting Met Day. So it's not only about the Met, it's about the Mallorca, it's about all the supporting features on the day. So they had a lot of gallops this morning for horses that are running in the other races. The vibe is just electrifying. The branding's going up. The food trucks are coming in. It's unbelievable, Piere, what's going on here.
It would be interesting to hear how the gallops went, because basically it's 9 days before Met Day, and normally the trainer would be giving their final hard workout sort of 9 days, 10 days before, and then start backing off. So it'd be interesting to see or hear which horses galloped really well, and then obviously get that information for Met Day.
Absolutely. I can tell you that the 2 horses that did gallop this morning, that is running in the World Sports Betting Met, was 8 on 18, and Gladiatorian.
And
I,
how was
I thought, I beg your pardon.
8 and 18? How was his gallop?
His gallop was good. His gallop was good, like Justin said. Okay, this gallop, okay, was to bring him on, and he'll be spot on uh, uh, for the WSB Met. And Gladiatorian also worked very, very well this morning. So, in my opinion, okay, these horses, although it's a small field, okay, these horses are all 124, 123, 124 plus. These are the best horses in the land. So it may only be 11 horses, but it's a very strong renewal of the World Sports Betting Met, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah. Well, if you look back over the years, you might have 16, 17 runners, and then public would say, wow, half of these horses shouldn't have been in the field. Now we've only got 11 runners, arguably at least 6, 7, 8 of them are of the highest quality. Now we're moaning because the field's small, so let's rather have quality, and you'll see the true run race, and the best horse probably come through to win this race.
Absolutely. And people need to understand that this is not a handicap. So you're going to get the best horses in the country, okay, running in the race. It's not about quantity. It's more about quality. And in terms of world pool, they can only have 15 runners in the race anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like they can get a full field of 18 or 20 runners, because
True.
it doesn't allow, the conditions don't allow for it. So
Yeah.
I think we're in for a fantastic Met. I know that that decks have been done, and we should be getting the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met book out in the next day or two. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Uh, I think we're going to have a fantastic card call. There's going to be a lot of value to be had on Sunday evening.
Cool.
Piere, should we run through it quickly? Unfortunately, I've got meetings so that I can get the course ready, or help get the course ready for next week Saturday. We are backed up meeting. It's just back to back meetings as we go along.
All right. Well, the Vaal Straight is always tough. We're covering Saturday's meeting at the Vaal in
Absolutely.
Johannesburg, as that's where my knowledge is mostly of the horses. My opinion, the Vaal Straight track has got to be the most difficult meeting to pick winners for the simple reason the track is wide. You can fit in 28 horses, 30 horses. So where do you go? Do you go down the inside? Do you go down the outside? For first two races, you think, okay, it's better on the inside. Then the horse wins on the outside. Now all of a sudden, the going on the outside. You just don't know. In my opinion, racing should consider making the field a maximum of 16 runners and move the rail around so that if you've got a bit of a bad draw, you can go over to the inside or outside where you think the better going is. Right now, if you're on the outside, you're stuck on the outside, you've got to take your punishment, and maybe it's a bad going on the day. So anyway, I'm going to just go without being draw biased because I don't know where the best going will be. The first leg of the bipod is in race 2. I'm putting in 4 horses because I don't see any horse stand out. So I'm putting in number 1, Master's Lady, number 2, Mystical Butterfly, and then I've gone for number 10 and number 11. Number 10, Detailed Forecast, hasn't run for a while, a couple of months, but lightly race can improve, and number 11 as well. Number 11, Lolly Willows, finished ahead of number 1 last time out. So she should actually beat number 1, but I'm going to, just because it's a tough race, I'm going to go wide and include 4 horses.
Great. Let me quickly run through the betting for the race. They're betting 33 to 10 number. They're betting 33 to 10 number 4, Fiery Frolic. 5 to 1 number 10, Detail Forecast. 11 to 2 number 1, Master's Lady. 13 to 2 number 11, Lolly Willows. And 8 to 1 number 3, Wings of Kildra, and 10-1 and better the rest.
Well, here's a perfect example. If you go with the favorite number 4, Fiery Frolic, drawn 12, and say one of the dangers is Lolly Willows, drawn 4. Where's the draw? So you have to go wide purely on this wide track.
I agree with you totally. And we saw it last week, to be honest, at the Vaal down the straight. They were all making a beeline for the inside, and the horses on the outside were stuck there, and they weren't running on.
Yeah, and I don't think punters realize that when there's a lot of pace, let's say for instance on the inside, and you're stuck on the outside, wherever the pace is, the horses that are in touch have got a better chance than you racing on your outside. I mean, by yourself on the outside, because a horse sometimes needs a bit of competition and a bit of a challenge. But if you're stuck on the outside, well, basically, more than half your chances are gone. So
I agree with you totally.
they go to you stick to the outside, and all of a sudden, the last 200, they start drifting towards the middle, and then the horse comes running on, but it's too late.
Absolutely.
The racing should really look at that to give the punter a fair chance.
Well, let's hope that a couple of people from the operators and the NHA actually follow our podcast, and it's a little bit of advice for them. Yeah, let's move on to race 3. They're betting 22-10, number 2, Stonywood, 28-10, number 8, Balule, 9-2, number 1, Taskmaster, 7-1, number 13, Tracksuit Dave, and 10-1 and better the rest.
Well, I've looked at this race, and obviously number 2, Stonywood, must have a chance, 2 seconds in a row. But I see the horse has tended to pull in the one race. Now it's going from 1,000 to 1,200. And I'm not sure if the field or the quality of the opposition was that strong in previously. So I'm actually going to take my chances, and I'm going to say number 8, Balule, drawn to, hasn't run for a long time. That is a concern. But the form is very strong. I mean, we know Zalatoris first time out. This horse ran second to Zalatoris. Zalatoris running feature races. Next start ran third. Now it's coming off a race. It's getting a claiming of 1.5 kilograms as well. The form is very strong. I think if it's 95% fit, it should win. So I'm banking number 8, Balule.
I tend to agree with you. Okay, let's move on to race 4. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the betting to come up. They're betting a very open race. They're betting 4-1, number 4, Peregrine Falcon, 6-1, number 2, Rock Around the Clock, 6-1, number 9, Hath Highway to the Sky, 10-1, number 15, Parlor Millions, and 12-1 and better the rest.
So I've included 3 horses in this race. I think Rock Around the Clock maybe can give him the excuses last time out. He's a young horse, carrying 62 kilograms, but the Appy's claiming 2.5, so that should help quite a bit. So I'm including number 2, Rock Around the Clock, and number 4, Peregrine Falcon, just on his good run last time. I thought for the place accumulator, those 2 are enough, but for the bar pot, as only the first 2 places pay out, maybe include the 9, Hath Highway to the Sky. It's drawn on the outside, wasn't a very strong field last time out, but only had 3 runs. It is a 3-year-old, can make improvement. So for the bar pot, include number 9.
Great. We move on to race 5. They're betting 33-10, number 1, Arlington Action, 7-2, number 4, Military Moves, 4-1, number 3, Top Shelf Teddy, 5-1, number 2, Bahana Bridge, which is owned by Alistair Cohen, 7-1, number 5, Euphrates, 7-1, number 10, Pomazelis, and 20-1, Bar the Rest.
Well, so I don't. This is not a handicap. So normally the best merit rated horse should come out on top. And I hate to bank a 7-year-old, but I think number one, Arlington Action. It's one of the better handicapped horses, drawn well, getting 2.5 kilogram claiming, and on some runs it's got the beating of this field. So for the place accumulator, even the bar pot, I'm taking a chance in banking number one. For a pick six, I am going to include number 10, Pomazelis, just because it is the best handicapped horse in the race. And maybe if it runs to its best form, it could win. And then I thought maybe one more horse, number 3, Top Shelf Teddy. I know its last run wasn't the very strongest of runs, but it's a 3-year-old, got scope for improvement, and it might just be better than this field. So those are my 3 inclusions.
Right. Yeah. I think, in my opinion, it's Arlington Action, Pomazelis, and maybe a horse called Military Moves. Otherwise, it's like you've got a load. Here we move on to race 6, where they're betting 9 to very open again, where they're betting 9 to 2, number 4, Women's World, 11 to 2, number 5, Poplar Park, 11 to 2, number 8, Kissing Machine, 11 to 2, number 10, Little Miss Splendid, 6 to 1, number 2, Royal Invitation, 6 to 1, number 9, Cartagena, 13 to 2, number 1, Soldier's Eye, and 12 to 1 and better.
Alrighty, so I've got different numbers to the betting. I'm going to say in the pick 6, go with the field, because you can just about say every single horse has got a chance, and those that are in the betting don't have overly strong form either. So I would say pick 6, go with the field. Now, in my place accumulator, I've found actually the biggest outsider in the field, and that is a horse called Coco Melon, number 6. I'm just going to go back to last week where I said I liked a horse called Elegantrix on its previous form, and it let me down. And I actually said that the horse will probably pop up this time, because every time I like a horse, then if it doesn't win, it wins the next start. And while I'm saying that, Coco Melon, I liked her 2 or 3 starts back, and I think she's the biggest outsider in this field. She's 20 to 1. So if I give her a chance, I think the pick 6 you better put the field in. For the place accumulator, I've included 3 horses. Soldier's Eye, drawn well in form. I've put number 6, Coco Melon, the biggest outsider, and Kissing Machine. So if you want to go wider, go wider. As these horses aren't even a betting. But those are my fancies.
Yeah, that form line behind Charge It is very strong. And Soldier's Eye and Coco Melon come out of that form line. I see that Soldier's Eye was finishing quicker than Coco Melon. But if you like Coco Melon, then you've got to include what you have. You've got to include Soldier's Eye. We move on to race 7. If I can get the betting out. They're betting 18 to 10, number 1, The Ultimate King. 33 to 10, number 8, Gerbera. 6 to 1, number 7, Copper Eagle. 13 to 2, number 5, Buster Barnes. 8 to 1, number 9, Pioneer Square. 8.5 to 1, number 4, Willie Meal Again. And 10 to 1 and better the rest.
Yeah, this is a handicap, so every horse should have an equal chance. But I think the Ultimate King should be a banker in this field. He won his 3rd last start. He won his 2nd last start. And last time he ran in the Summer Cup and finished 3rd. But beaten only 2 lengths. Of the horses, if you have to go, the second favorite, Gerbera, and number 7, Copper Eagle, they haven't run against Summer Cup quality of opposition. So if the Ultimate King as well, drawn a little bit wide, but it's 1800, there's time for him to overcome that bad draw, and he races fairly handy. So And Muzi, he's quite a positive jockey out of the starting stalls. He likes to place his horses. So I think hopefully he gets a decent position and ability-wise, banker even in the pick six, number 1, the Ultimate King.
I agree with you 100%. I think this is the best bet on the card. Like you and I, if you can remember, watched this race on Summer Cup Day together when we were entertaining our clients and in the centenary room at Turfentine. And I just loved the way this horse was finishing off his race. I mean, going through the 150, I thought it was no race until the other two came swooping past him. So I think the 1800 is going to shoot him down to the ground. So Muzi knows him now, and like you say, there's nothing else in this race, that has actually met, that type of horse, or Group 1 company, should I say. So for me, this is the best bet on the card. Here we move on to race 8. They're betting 5-2, number 4, Yippee-Ki-Yay, 15 of 4, number 4, Yippee-Ki-Yay, 15 of 4, number 2, Palace Prince.
I think we skipped the race.
Oh, I have, sorry. My apologies. They're betting 5-2, number 2, Tromboline, 7-2, number 4, Tommy Atkins, 4-1, number 6, Jaffa, 13-2, number 5, Prince of Kildare, 7-1, number 7, Scarlet Heart, 15-2, number 3, Brave Viking, and 10-1 and better.
All right. This is a 1700s on the bend, so you want a good draw. Number 2, Trombolines has got a good draw. He's only had 2 starts and he's won his last start. I can't say his last start in the maidens was against the strongest of company, but he won his second start. Lots of scope for improvement. So I would think he could be a banker in the place accumulator. For the pick 6, I'm going to just include number 4, Tommy Atkins. Why I'm saying that? Because he's also a 3-year-old, can improve. His stable companion number 6, Jaffa, also scope for improvement. But Calvin Heber, he's a stable jockey with Alec Ledge stable. He won on Tommy Atkins. He won on Jaffa. He probably had a choice of rides between the two. And he's gone for Tommy Atkins, number 4. So I'm going to respect his judgment. And I'm going to just include the 4 in the pick 6. I mean, obviously, we don't know everything as jockeys. So he could pick wrong. And number 6 could improve more than he expected. Or there could not be much in between the 2 horses, but he had to choose one. So then if you want to go wider, include the number 6. But I think the rest of the field are all older horses. Their form is their form. There's not going to be a huge improvement from any of them, where these young horses can show improvement. So 2 and 4 for the pick 6.
I think what's interesting here with this race is that Trombolines finished behind Reese's Wish today. I can finish 1.5 lengths behind Reese's Wish, and Reese's Wish is running in the first race at the Val today. So let's see how that goes. If Reese's Wish wins today at the Val, it backs up that form line. And interesting enough, in race 2, there's a horse called Gimme the Spotlight that ran behind Tommy Atkins. I fancy Gimme the Spotlight today. I just loved that first run. So, and let's see how that goes today. So, okay, out of the 2 horses that you like, they both ran behind horses that are running today. So let's have a look at that. If these horses win, it just makes your case stronger for Saturday. We move on to race 9. If I can get to the betting. They are betting 5-2, number 4, Yippee-Ki-Yay, 15-2, Sorry, 15-4, number 2, Palace Prince. 4-1, number 7, Care Forgot. 13-2, number 9, Too Late My Mate. 8-1, number 5, Francelin. And 10-1, and Better the Rest.
All right, so in the play accumulator, I found 2 horses because they are young horses. But my first choice, number 4, Yippee. He's drawn 1. I expect the inside to be good. 3 starts ago, he ran behind One Fine Winter, quality field. 2 starts ago, ran in a Grand Heritage, only got beat 2.7 lengths as a young horse, a 3-year-old. And last time he ran in a feature again. So I'm going to give him, even though he's not the best handicap in the field, he's a 3-year-old, he can improve. I'm going to, just as backup, because it's a quality, it's a competitive race, I'm going to include number 2 as well, Palace Prince. These are the 2 horses in the betting. But just for one more, the horses handicapped the best in the race is number 9, Too Late My Mate. Only got beaten 3 lengths last time out. Appy's claiming 2 kilograms. She's already the best handicap horse in the field and getting advantage of 2 kilograms claiming. So I'm putting in the 3 horses. You could cut down on the PA if you want, take out one of them. But for the pick 6, I would include those 3 horses. And then maybe number 8, Paul Revere. He ran in the Grand Heritage. Better off at the weights, only 52 kilograms, claiming 2.5, so that's 49.5 kilograms. That's going to feel like a feather, and I think it's worth including.
Yeah, so there's been a flood of money here for Care Forgot. At one stage, she was 10-1. I'm looking at it now. At one stage, she was 10-1. She is now 4-1. So there's been a flood of money for Care Forgot. So, and she's got the 1.5 kilo claimer. Just the draw. We don't know if it's going to be down the outside or on the inside. But for wider pick 6s, maybe throw this horse in.
Yeah, you'll have to,
because of the money.
There must be something that the stable knows, or the shoot punters know.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of money. Piere, I'm sorry that we're rushing through this, but I've got to get to a meeting. Please, guys, don't forget that the card call that is happening at 6:30 live on Sunday night is on channel 240, is on Gallop TV, on YouTube. You can tune into any one of those platforms. It's going to be very informative. We got champion jockey Piere Strydom with us. We've got champion trainer Justin Snaith with us. It's going to be very informative. Don't forget our podcast next week. It's going to be a lot of fun and very informative with Andrew Fortune. We're doing live from, well, not live, but we're doing it from Kenilworth Racecourse. We'll flight it onto YouTube. And then obviously those 2 great promotions that World Sports Betting are running for the World Sports Betting Met. It's a 20% match for all deposits up to 200,000. And go to our website, go and open up an account, and go and play the predictor. If you predict the first 6 places for the WSB Met, absolutely. If you predict the first 6 places for the WSB Met, you can win your share of 1 million rand. So they're great promotions. Have fun, enjoy, make money, because we need a bank for next week.
Happy punting.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.